Hi, I'm Karin. I'm just your casual Minecraft player, but I happen to play a little bit with redstone, and I think I made something quite cool that I like to show and turn it. Okay, I'm not an expert redstone engineer. Oh, I don't have a skin. Might be time to fix that. Okay, I'm not an expert redstone engineer. I'm not sure if something similar was already pulled off a better way by someone more knowledgeable than I am. So don't hesitate to let me know in the comments. I'll be the first happy to see that. So, let's check this cool thing. Before you tell me, yes, I know, I need a pop filter. Also, yes, I know, I'm French. I'm not perfectly fluent. My accent may have some issues here and there. I do my best to put subtitles. So basically, what it is a screen. A pretty cool looking screen that may be lagging a little bit. I agree, okay. But look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? All these individually animated pixels. What it is some sort of cathodic screen where each pixel is lit up individually in a pattern of your choice. And that's really cool. Imagine that in your server. So let's explain how that works. So I wanted to make a screen. So there are already many persons that try to make screens in Minecraft. There are different ways to make that. I happen to have watched Mumbo Jumbo's take on that, so I gave it a try in my version of this thing. One of the first challenges when making a screen in Minecraft is being able to lit each pixel individually. So basically, if I make an array of pixels like this, let's say I put the lever, it will light all the blocks that are powered by the lever. So a way to remedy that is to put a layer of blocks, and you can activate individually each pixel like this. Okay, that is cool. That is a very effective way to make a screen actually. You might use that if your screen has only one type of display and you can't bother to just activate it by hand because it's not too big. However, one thing that is rather annoying is that you have to have a player come and manually activate each lever. You cannot have like another redstone system, contraption or clock or anything that can influence the screen. If you want, make a redstone system that can light on or off the screen, then you might want to use pistons. Then you might try and make something like this. Let's say I want to light pixels, so I put redstone. I'm gonna use repeaters, it's easier. So now, yeah, you can light the pixel. Now let's light the one that's above, and except I can't. Actually, it's not that easily possible because redstone needs to be on the block. You cannot just put one repeater or one piece of redstone. You need 2 blocks or 1 signal. It's rather annoying. Observers, on the other hand, can very easily transmit a signal using a single line of blocks. You don't need 2 blocks, so you can like easily, let's say I'm gonna use something that's gonna give, well, lever is good. Here, it's lighting, like here, it's lighting only this one. That's pretty useful. But it's only staying active like one frame because that's how observers work. So one thing you may be tempted to do is using a piston. You can turn on and off, like with a redstone block for example. Let's check that out. Seems like it's working well. Okay, let's add more. Except it doesn't work. Now, why it doesn't work is because pistons have this very strange and interesting property that's called quasi-connectivity, I think. That's made so that if the block above the piston is powered, then the piston is powered. But if the block beneath the piston is powered, it won't power the piston that is on top of it. Like, if I like the piston below it, no problem. The one on top, problem, not working. Plus we're working with redstone blocks that have weird properties with piston as well. So, pretty hard to make a screen that is easily activable. Except observers. We're gonna use observers. Observers have a very interesting property. Observers can observe other observers. Like, for example, I have this line of observer, and I cause an update. And you see, this observer that is observing this one is detecting when it is powered, when it's transmitting an update. So we can use that to create a very, very, very compact redstone clock. It also works like if I put the observers like this, vertically. And so what's interesting is that I can then do that, and I can choose which redstone lamp is powered only through observers, because it's only one line of block, so it's very useful. Now, you need to activate this system on and off too, which really isn't convenient, because you will need a piston, and we will be the same problem as I described before. So what I discovered though, is that this problem doesn't apply vertically. You see, you can have lines of pistons like this, they won't power each other. You can power them individually, which is very interesting. Basically, the system I'm gonna show you is just this. It's just these 5 blocks. The observer observes whatever you put here. I put a trapdoor, this means you can put anything else, and it will cause an update to the piston, will power it through this block. It won't work if you put a block here, it will power also the pistons that are around it. That's not convenient. So do it like this, it's working fine. There. And so, as it's only one tick power, the piston will either let the block where it is, by pushing it, it won't retract it back, or it will retract it back like this. I don't know if that's clear. It will basically deactivate the system. It will push the observer in front of the other one, or remove it. Essentially what it means is that you can have like a row of pixels. You activate the observer's clock, and you can activate individual pixels vertically. So that is very, very interesting, because then you can make an entire screen out of that. It's like I make a smiley. That's really cool. You can really draw whatever you like here, and it will be displayed below. So of course, you could be tempted to say, but why don't you use this system with levers? But because, as I described it before, this doesn't work with other redstone components. You cannot power it with redstone, but here you can cause any update with redstone on any of your trapdoors, observers, the way you like, and can cause stuff on the screen. That's really cool. You'll see later why. So here we have a screen that is really weird because it's facing down. That's not what we want. But observers are really cool. You just need to make tons of rows of observers to transmit the signal wherever you want. So here I transmitted it as close as I could, make like a TV, but you can really put that anywhere else. You can behind, really far. Observers are really cool. They don't affect everything that's around it. It's really just one line of signal transmission. And it's really cool property that we're using to make that. So like I made this heart here, but I can modify it. I can remove the central piece, and there you go. I'm really in love with that because it's a really compact system compared to other screens I might have seen in Minecraft. It's really working well. The only issue though is that, yeah, all the observer clocks must be synchronized. Like for example, when I place or break these trapdoors, it will cause an update. It will cause this to be modified. So you have to be sure it's all synchronized the same way. But if you do, yeah, that's working very well. And so what this system allows is very interesting, because then you can make like anything on top of it that will affect the trapdoors or directly the observers. Yeah, that would work as well. And like for example here you can activate different columns individually. You don't have to go by hand, activate each column manually. Here it will just all activate gradually, because the signal takes some time to transmit on the back side. And I find it really satisfying to watch all this data for the pixels, see it being transmitted, and you also see all the observers being activated like this. This is really satisfying. I love it. And again, it's very compact. You can put whatever you like on top of it. So look, here I just put some decoration, but essentially the same system, except I put a redstone clock with custom repeated patterns here. So when I activate it, it's lagging a little, but look at that. It's so cool. It's like you can make a lot of different animated patterns on this screen with this simple system. It's really compact. I'm not quite sure what type of use you would have for this, but you'll find out for a server or just for fun. I personally really enjoyed making this, and you can really put any other pattern. Like for example, if I modify this one, let's turn it off, and then let's put like, let's change the pattern here. That should be good this way. So yeah, it took me 30 seconds to reprogram this thing, and now you have a whole other thing. And I mean, these are pretty basic patterns, but I'm sure with some work you could make very interesting clocks and observers patterns to make this animated a really cool way. And look at that. Look at how clean it looks. Look at how satisfying these waves of observer clocks being activated. Oh, it's really, I love it. I'm a little in love with my system. I'm a little proud. I don't want to brag about it, but I quite like it. I don't know how much more I could push that. You'll tell me if you have any ideas. Don't hesitate to let me know. So yeah, that was it. What's really interesting with this screen is that, yeah, you can basically make it the size you want. It's a really cool point I like with redstone systems that are modulable. Like, you can really make it bigger or smaller to just individual parts that you add and remove the way you like to make like this. Oh, my game is having a little bit of trouble. I have a pretty powerful computer, but for some reason it's not liking OBS. I hope the video would still be of good quality. It's just this pixel, and you plug observers, cables, like I like to call them, however you like, and it's gonna power whatever's at the other end, or unpower it. It's really simple. I love it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really need to change that skin. Don't hesitate to leave a like, comment, etc. You know, YouTube stuff. That will really, I would really appreciate that. And see you next time, maybe. It's not like I make many videos anyway.